Good morning, collective. Good evening. Good afternoon. I realize now that my readings are timeless. We're all going through different things at the same time, but I find that a lot of the times we still go through the same things. So, I was thinking about what I was going to talk about with you. And it was just heavy on my heart to talk about healing. Wherever you are, if you're starting something new, this is great because one of the things that you don't want to do is take your past into your next relationship. And obviously, there is always going to be something that you can work on and improve on and make better. But what I mean is I want you to make sure that you're in a space where you are open enough to receive another without letting what happened in your life previously, whether it was relationship or family relationship or work dynamics, kind of skew your view of what's going on in front of you. One of those ways is I just want to make sure that you believe that you are worthy of the goodness that is here for you, the goodness that is to come for you. If you were in a bad situation, sometimes when you're in a bad situation, it happens slowly. Maybe you started off in a good space, but maybe over time, if things became unhealthy, you yourself started to deteriorate a little bit. Or you didn't even know it, but now looking back, you can see. Maybe you stopped loving yourself as much as you used to. Maybe you stopped pouring into yourself, focusing on your priorities because your thoughts were on whatever your situation was, right? So you started to lose yourself. And then in losing yourself and going through whatever trials you may have been going through, you started to become your worst critic. And it doesn't matter about what was going on around you or what they were doing to you. But let me say that, yes, that does, right? That definitely matters. But what really matters is that you allowed yourself to absorb that. And maybe then you weren't the nicest to yourself. And then that created a cycle, right? So then if you can't express yourself in the situation you're in, you can take it out on yourself and really blame yourself and then really not love yourself. And then ultimately just lose who you are. So if we're talking right now, that means that you've gone through something like that. Because that's who I'm supposed to reach. And I'm just supposed to motivate you to keep going. And if I am to reach someone who is in it right now, there is that light at the end of the tunnel. It's just that you have to understand and remember who you are. What did you used to do for yourself that you're not doing right now? Are you as active as you once were? Were you even giving yourself affirmative words? Have you stopped that? Regardless of what's going on around you, are you doing the things that you loved to do once? If not, that's a sign. And that's why you're here, and we can work through that. But also, if you're in a point in your life where you're starting something new, understand that this is where you're supposed to be right now. And live in the moment and utilize all of the skills that you've acquired to get here. Listen to your intuition. Be kind to yourself. And look at the past not as something that you have to just cringe at, but as something that you're going to remember to not bring into your present and your future. That's one of the things also to remember when starting something new. Be careful, because it is easy to bring your thoughts and honestly your own projections into someone's behavior. Question yourself, why are you reacting to them or the situation the way that you are? Is it because of previous interactions that your new situation or person has absolutely nothing to do with? And just know that it's okay, that if you need more work within yourself, that's fine. That's where the meditation comes in. That's where getting yourself outside comes in. That's where having real conversations with yourself comes in, and really placing the mirror on yourself. Whatever you blame that person for or that situation for, look at how you also contributed in making it last as long as it did. Think about how you allowed yourself to become so much a part of it that your will was gone. And just remember working on your will, getting it back, and not wanting to go backwards. In any situation that you get into, unfortunately, it can go backwards. You can turn it into a whole nother cycle. So be careful about that. You can bring in your past behaviors. You can bring in your past projections. You can bring in your past assumptions. And then that can turn something beautiful right back to toxic. So just try to learn. Try to know where you're at. And just be open. And if you sometimes act kind of fast, try taking a beat when communicating. Try taking a beat before response. And question, am I acting right now in the moment with the situation and how the person is speaking with me? Or am I acting right now with what I'm assuming is happening? And I'm going to use my past communication skills to make this work for me. I guarantee you that won't work. And in doing so, that could also elicit not the best response, not the response that you want to really have. Think about it. Talk to you later.